Hey there guys, CrossFlex here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Red Rescue Team. In the last episode, we traveled to the deepest reaches of the ocean and calmed the legendary Lugia. And in today's episode, we'll be continuing the story a little bit more. In order to unlock this next story event, you have to make sure that you recruit Lugia, not just beat it. So, the following morning. Hi Xatu, long time no see. You're here to visit us? After everything that we went through, Xatu, you must be intrigued by our achievements. Whoa, Lizzie, slow down there. You got quite a big head on you now, don't you? Hwah! Wrong. Shopping in Pokemon Square is what I came to do. I come here only because it is on the way. This is not very important. Oh, is that all? Yeah, Lizzie, seriously, not everything is about you or even the rescue team as a whole. Hey, Xatu! Also, I'm going to try and go back to my original Xatu voice that I had way back in like episode 10 or 11. Because I remembered that I screwed up his voice for the ending to the game, and I apologize for that. Oh wait, there you are. Didn't know you'd be here. You had me looking for you, Xatu. What is it? Well, to the northeast of Mount Thunder, there's a gigantic cave. There wasn't anything like that before. So I figured Xatu would know something. So wait, Blastoise, are you talking to Xatu? Are you talking to Skipper and Lizzie? Or are you talking to me? Quah! I shall call it the Meteor Cave. Meteor Cave? It was when Rayquaza destroyed the falling star. Its pieces broken, they scattered across the skies. One tumbled to earth. It fell into a mountain and made the cavern you speak of. Blastoise, did you explore inside Meteor Cave? Yeah, just a little though, but the place was crawling with these weird things. It kinda freaked me out. I didn't stay there long. Surprise, surprise, Blastoise is kinda cowardly. Wow, Lizzie, please stop with the insults. What happened to your character in between episodes? I mean, I know you're probably excited that your rescue team has accomplished quite a bit, but seriously, there's no need for all this. What's that? Hey, you Lizzie, if you were to see that dungeon, you'd be intimidated too. I've never seen anything like it before. There were downright bizarre things in there that I'm not even sure were Pokemon. Xatu, do you have any idea what are in that place? I draw a blank. I do not know. However, that cavern, the collision that caused it had to be enormous. If there were things that survived the crash, perhaps of this world they may not be. You mean aliens, right? They came from that falling star? Perhaps that is so. Skipper, want to go investigate? Meteor Cave. Yeah, what else were we talking about, Lizzie? I don't think you had to clarify that for me. But anyways, after viewing that interesting little cutscene, we unlocked the Meteor Cave. So, this new location is quite a strange one. It's the first dungeon that we're tackling that has both item and party size restrictions. So you can only enter this dungeon with one Pokemon and just 3 items in your inventory. But since the only Pokemon that are found here are Psychic types, I recommend that one Pokemon that forms your team to be either a Ghost, Dark, or Bug type. And also make sure that it's in the low 40s and preferably knows the Trap Seer IQ skill because, well, traps will be a bit of an issue. Welcome folks to Chetflux News. I'm your host, Chetflux. We apologize for the interruption, but it seems that there's breaking news. We go now to CrossFlux for the news. Thank you, Chet. I promise not to take too much of your time today, folks. It would seem that Granbull here is the source of the pressing news. What's that, Granbull? Diglett's trapped down a well? Well, what are you doing telling me? Go get Skipper and Lizzie. Go on, go on. Alright, yes, so Kecleon here of the Kecleon Brothers shop in Pokemon Square. We have just the thing for an exploration in the Meteor Cave. Reviver Seeds. They're the ultimate cure-all. They fix health, hunger, and PowerPoint issues. All in one. Get yours today for only 4 installments of 200 Poke. Anyways, one installment of 800 Poke. I don't really care which. Just pay up. Making their way to the scene of the emergency any moment now. I'll be sure to keep you all posted. Until then, back to you, chat. Thanks for that, Kecleon. Now, back to our regularly scheduled program. Wait, Kecleon? You mean Crossflux? I mean, I know it's easy to mix up since they both begin with a C sound. Yes, whatever, Crossflux. Anyways, that's it for Chetflux News. Thanks for tuning in. Man, I still don't know what Chetflux screwed up my name so badly. Maybe simply overcome with emotion at hearing about the recent tragedy? Anyways, heading on to the Meteor Cave as soon as I can find it. There it is. So, just for clarification's sake, I'm going with Grim the Absol for this mission, and he's going to come packing 3 Reviver Seeds. Whoops, I forgot to fix my inventory, but I'm going in with 3 Reviver Seeds, trust me on this. Meteor Cave here is 20 floors long. After what we've been through lately, it seems like a breath of fresh air. But remember, you only have 3 items and 1 team member, so it's harder than it may look like at first. Not only that, but each of the 20 floors are pretty long, and there's a new mechanic that's unique to this dungeon. The stairs are locked until you defeat the one foe that's roaming around that floor. So yeah, basically there's like Deoxys illusions all throughout this dungeon, and the only way to progress is to defeat them. Luckily there's just 1 on each floor, but it can still increase the amount of food that you end up consuming in the end. A tactic that I like using is finding the locked stairs and then just waiting for the Deoxys to come find you. As for held items, I would recommend either a stamina band or a tight belt to fix hunger problems, or an X-ray specs to help you track down Deoxys quickly, making your progress faster. Dealing with Deoxys is usually as simple as smiting it with a super effective move. There are 3 different forms that your enemy can take: speed, attack, and defense. Speed can attack twice per turn, attack hits the hardest, and defense is tanky, go figure. Both speed and attack forms are pretty easy to take down, so save your best moves for the defensive form. If you take too long to take the defense form down, then it'll end up getting a lot of defensive boosts from the move Cosmic Power that it just so loves to spam, and it'll force you to eat through a lot of power points and HP just to advance through the dungeon. The toughest part about this dungeon is that you can't run from a bad situation, since you're required to slay the enemy on the floor in order to progress. Anyways, I'll be back when we get to the end and prepare ourselves for the boss. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you've seen from the footage, power points can definitely be an issue because of the pressure ability that the Deoxys illusions here all have. Not only that, but I forgot that sticky traps were as common as they are, and that's kind of ravaged my inventory. I think I only have one sticky reviver seed in this playthrough, but this is definitely not my first attempt at this dungeon here. And almost every time I go through, I lose most of my reviver seeds, not necessarily from dying or hunger, but just because they become useless from stickiness. Also, a good tip that I have is, since the boss is coming up and I'm pretty much out of power points, at least of the super effective moves that I have, and I believe I have, yes, I do have one reviver seed left. I think I'm just going to wait around for my belly to decrease to 0, and I'm just going to let myself die of starvation so that I can instantly revive and have all my power points back. So it may take a few seconds here to clean out my belly all the way. Well, I guess my belly is 0, but my health bar, you see that in the top right, it's draining down pretty quickly. So I'm almost dead, but we'll be back soon enough. It's kind of like being born again as a Christian. At least that's what I'm going to call it to make myself feel better about dying of starvation. But so yeah, the boss for this dungeon is actually going to be a little bit interesting, because instead of illusions like we've been fighting so far, it's actually going to be the real deal. But without further ado, let's get going. Where am I? There was a sudden explosion, and I awakened to this. What is this place? I am Deoxys. I came from space. Okay, you are the legendary Pokemon of Exposition, I take it? If you know me, tell me. I must know. What happened here? Okay. So, despite sounding pretty civilized and wanting answers from us, we are going to respond with attacks. That makes perfect sense. But anyways here, Deoxys is in his normal form, so he's more balanced than any of the forms that we faced on his way up here. He's only technically level 35, but he has 950 HP and the Cosmic Power ability, so if you're not quick and decisive, he can actually get really tanky and be really difficult to take down. And obviously, with your inventory so low, you're not going to have many reviver seeds to get a second chance at this guy. So you're going to want to ignore as much damage as you can. But yeah, with Grim here and some super effective attacks, it wasn't so bad. I'm just a little let down that I wasn't able to recruit him on my first try. I'll throw up on screen real quick if he is even recruitable on your first try, because it's entirely possible that he's like Mewtwo and that you have to go through a second time in order to get a chance at him. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the episode. I know I enjoyed making it. And until the next episode, have a blessed day, and I will see you then.